Hi everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to make this dress in 9 to 12 month size. I'll be using the Banana Softy Baby yarn in peach. It's an acrylic yarn and it's a lightweight size 3 yarn. I'll also be using the Red Hat yarn inspiration soft baby steps, and it's also in strawberry. It's also a DK lightweight yarn. Both yarns are about 140 grams and 362 yards, and one ball is enough for the dress. And I'll be using a 5mm crochet hook. So let's get right into the video. So make a slip knot. You are going to chain 24 plus 2, or multiples of 6 plus 2, but your total length should be 6 inches. I'm now going to make my 2 extra stitches, and for row 1 you are going to skip the first 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet into each stitch all along. At the end of row 2 you are going to chain 2 and turn your work. Make 1 double crochet into the first stitch, and 1 front post double crochet into the next stitch, and 1 back post double crochet into the next, 1 front post double crochet, 1 back post double crochet. So you are going to be repeating this till the end of the row. At the end of row 2 you are going to make 1 double crochet into the last stitch. For row 3, chain 2, turn your work, and we are going to repeat row 2. So make 1 double crochet into the first stitch, and we are going to start our front post back post double crochets. Front post double crochet, back post double crochet. So repeat this till the end of row 3. And make 1 double crochet into the last stitch. Row 4, chain 2, turn your work, and we are going to be making 2 double crochets into each stitch all across. Now we are going to start the shell rows. Chain 3 to start row 5. Turn your work. Skip the first 2 stitches and make 2 double crochet into the 3rd stitch. Chain 1 and make another 2 double crochets into the same stitch, and this is our shell. Skip the next 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So this is our repeat. Skip 2 stitches, make a shell stitch, 2 double crochets into the same stitch, chain 1, make another 2 double crochet into the same stitch. So we are going to repeat this pattern all along the row. At the end of the row, make 1 double crochet into the last stitch. To start row 6, we are going to chain 3, and this counts as a stitch. Skip the next 2 stitches and make a shell stitch into the 3rd stitch, which is the center of the previous shell stitch. So 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets into the center of the previous shell stitch to form your shell. Now I'm going to make 1 front post double crochet around the previous double crochet. Yarn over, locate the center of the previous shell and make your shell stitch. And then make 1 front post double crochet around the previous double crochet. So this is going to be a repeat pattern for row 6. So continue this pattern to the end of the row. At the end of the row, we are going to make 1 double crochet at the top of the last double crochet. We are going to chain 1 and fasten off. So this is going to form the yoke of the dress. And you are going to make 2 of this to join. So this is my second yoke. I do not fasten off. I'm going to connect it to the first one we did. Chain 2, and this is going to form the armhole. And then slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet of the first yoke, chain 1 and fasten off. Make sure the right side is facing you. I'm going to join the other side. So I'm going to insert my hook to the last double crochet of the second yoke. Grab my yarn, pull through, chain 2 to form the second armhole, and then slip stitch to the top of the last double crochet of the first yoke. So we've now joined both yokes to form the top part of the dress. For round 1, we are going to chain 3 and turn our work. We are now going to work in rounds, and we are going to make 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. And we are going to make a shell stitch at the top of the previous shell. And make 1 front post double crochet around the front post double crochet of the previous round. Yarn over, make your shell stitch at the top of the previous shell, then 1 front post double crochet around the previous front post double crochet. So this is going to be a repeat. So continue with this pattern and I'll meet you at the second armhole. The second armhole, we make our last shell stitch. We are going to make 1 double crochet on top of the next double crochet and then into each stitch in the chain 2 spaces. And then 1 double crochet at the top of the next double crochet. So this is going to be 4 double crochets like we did in the other armhole. And now going to make a shell stitch. And we are going to repeat our pattern till the end. So at the end of round 1, I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet. So for round 2 to 14, we are going to repeat round 1 till we get a measurement of 10 inches. So we are going to repeat round 1 for 13 more rounds. So I'm at the end of round 14 and I'm going to change color here to start round 15 to 16. Chain 3 and continue with the pattern. So continue with the pattern and I'll see you at the end of round 16. So round 17 we are going to chain 2 and make 2 double crochets in each stitch all along, and it will give you the ruffle edging. Remember, the chain 2 here does not count as a stitch. For round 18 to 22 we are going to chain 2 and make 1 double crochet into each stitch all along. At the end of round 22, I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet, chain 1 and fasten off. You're now going to weave in all your ends using your yarn needle. You're now going to work on the straps. But first we are going to finish off our edges nicely before we make our straps. So I'm going to insert my hook into the first double crochet, grab my yarn, chain 1, and I'm going to make 1 single crochet all around. Now for the sides, there are double crochets on the sides, so to prevent your sides from looking wavy, we're going to make 1 single crochet into every other space. So 1 single crochet, skip the next stitch, and then make 1 single crochet into the next. Skip the next stitch and make 1 single crochet into the next, and this will make the armhole straight. When we get to the edges, we are going to make 3 single crochets into the corner. This will help us to get straight edges as well. We are going to continue making 1 single crochet all across the top side of the dress. So at the end, I'm going to make a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Don't cut off your yarn. We are going to start making the first strap. So this is the back of our dress because the buttons are going to go in front. So for the straps, chain 2, turn your work, one double crochet into the next 5 stitches. chain 2 and 10 and make 5 double crochets. The chain 2 does not count as a stitch, so this is going to be a repeat for the straps. So I'm done with my first strap, and it measures 7 inches. To chain 1 and cut off your yarn. We're going to start with the second strap. I'm going to insert my hook to the other edge on the same row. Grab my yarn, chain 2. We are going to repeat the same pattern for the second strap. So 1 double crochet into the next 5 stitches, and the first chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So my straps are now done, and I'm going to sew on my buttons to the front of the dress. So the dress is all done, and it's a lovely dress for summer or for fall. You can pair it with a shirt, or it can be worn as it is depending on the weather. Check out the next video or the playlist to see your next project.